Hello and welcome. I'm David Greenberg, and this is the Sacred Contrarian. On this channel, we discuss a wide variety of topics, and we're not afraid to go there. We're not afraid to tackle important questions and ideas that maybe other people tend to shy away from. Now, in the intro video to this channel, I mentioned that a lot of my videos are going to open with a question. However, in this video, I'm just going to come right out and tell you what I think. And something that I've learned that's very important, that I think once you acknowledge this, in my opinion, it puts a lot of things in context and you will have more success navigating life. And that is the fact that we live in a predator reality. We live in a predator reality. We can see this because, with a few exceptions, everything that's alive is consuming, is chasing or eating or consuming to eat other things to survive. So we have predator and prey. Even some plants eat insects. Even some plants are predators. And of course, you have insects eating other insects, insects eating plants, animals eating insects, animals eating other animals. People, us, we eat animals. And then in the extreme cases, we even prey on each other. Now, cannibalism is probably the small subset, but we prey on each other in other ways. We prey on each other psychologically. And when I say we, I'm not saying you necessarily do that, or that even that everybody does that. More specifically, we can agree that there appears to be a subset of people, if we can call them people, and we usually give them labels like narcissist or psychopath or narcissistic psychopath, etc. And we can agree that people who fit into those categories prey on other people. Not necessarily to eat them, although I guess that could happen too, but mainly just to prey on their energy or to control their behavior or to take their stuff, just to take control of what they have, their possessions. So it's important to confront this truth and not run away from it. Not be in denial about the fact that we do live in a predator reality. And I think this is important because in the scheme of things, well, again, this is just everything I share with you is just my opinion, so I could be wrong. One can definitely imagine a reality which is not a predator reality. We could certainly conceive that there are probably realities, or there certainly could be, which are not based on a predator-prey paradigm, where everything is basically consuming everything else, preying on other things, other living beings, in order to survive. So we can probably agree that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but it's absolutely the case in our reality. We absolutely do live in a predator reality. And acknowledging that puts you in a strong position. Why? Because now you're in a position to recognize the truth and to align your actions accordingly. So if your desire is to limit the amount of harm you cause, you can act in a certain way to do that. And the flip side of the coin, of course, is knowing and not being naive about the fact that you yourself could be prey, probably mainly to other people, less so to maybe animals, unless you're in a very specific set of circumstances where you could fall prey to an animal, more likely prey to other people or maybe even non-human beings. Let's go there. Beings that appear like us, but maybe they're not exactly like you and I. So that puts you in a strong position because now you can defend yourself and protect yourself and those you care about from the predators. And this is really important because to be moral One of them, one third, if we could quantify it this way, one third of being moral is defending yourself, not allowing other people, beings, circumstances to harm you to the best of your ability and to protect yourself. And certainly if you're raising children, that would extend to your children, to your family, to those that are close to you, that is within your capacity to help protect them too. And they may need your help, especially the children, but other people too. And you can also empower other people to protect and defend themselves as well, which is something that I consider very important. So the sum and substance of what I'm saying here is that we don't want to be in denial about the truth. And the truth is we do live in a predator reality, and we just need to acknowledge that, because it's not something you and I are going to be able to change. You may not like that. And again, going back to what I said earlier, we could imagine realities which are not that way. But what's the point of doing that right now, right here, right now, if you are in a predator reality? Wouldn't it make more sense for you to acknowledge that truth, just like I have, and then to act accordingly to protect yourself, to raise your awareness about when you might fall prey and for what reasons, and to acknowledge that there are predators out there that they don't care the fact that you don't want to be their prey. Think about the animals in nature that are hunting, the carnivore hunting animals. They don't care. The lion doesn't care if the gazelle doesn't want the lion to attack it and kill it and eat it. Okay? So by acknowledging that there are predators that would want to prey on you, and they don't care if you like that or not, that's actually good news, because now you can position yourself accordingly to learn how to protect and defend yourself, mainly psychologically in this case, mentally and spiritually, which puts you in a much stronger position. So I'd be very curious to know if you agree with me or disagree. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Just comment below the video. What do you think? Do you agree that we live in a predator reality? Or do you think that I have completely misunderstood the nature of reality? So I would love for you to weigh in on that. Your opinion does matter to me. This is meant to be conversational. Even though these videos are pre-recorded, I always read the comments, and I'm very interested to hear what you think. So love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you got value from this video, go ahead and like it. As you can see, depending on when you're watching this video, this is a brand new channel, at least at the time that I'm recording it. This is just one of the first few videos that I'm uploading. So if you like what I'm talking about, or you got some value from it, the best way that you can pay for that and show your appreciation is just hit that like button. And of course, consider subscribing, because if you like this type of topic or this way of approaching topics, then I've got a whole lot for you. I'm just getting started in that regard. So I appreciate you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.